Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next episode review of Hell's Paradise, episode 9. And after over a week of being delayed from last week, though, but it was worth the wait, though, because this episode of Hell's Paradise was great. 10 out of 10 once again. I mean, the whole fight with what Gabi Morrow has with that one creature that was, that killed Tencent, who, for I was even ready, who gave his life in the last episode, was allow his teacher and the girl to escape, right? After that creature had a fight with him, so now he ends up fighting with Gabi Morrow, and I say it was absolutely insane fight, well animated fight when Gabi Morrow was trying to do his best to destroy this thing, just being punching very fast and all that, just. It was absolutely insane fight with him. So with the episode though, before that though, they're at the village and talking. I always call the guy Groot because he's talking. I know he's not though, but still, just call the guy Groot. And it was Sagari, Gabi Morrow, and the ninja girl for your name. And the other guy, who's also the executioner guy that was with Sagari, right? He's trying to find out stuff that's solving this mystery, and then they find all these trees. They at least look at all these trees. We see all these trees that have like faces, faces, and they're like praying, right? And it's like it's a grave, or you think that the trees are attacked, but no, they're actually. Because the group guy, the tree guy, he explains that, because he was originally human. And for 1,000 years, his village, where they were all humans, right? For 1,000 years, they lived in peace and prosperity, right? But eventually, before he became that tree, right? His daughter was the first to transform into a tree. Basically, and he showed us, this was my daughter, right? Which that was kind of a sad thing, right? And then he became the tree, and then everyone else basically just died, basically, as trees. But unfortunately, he's still alive though. But I think eventually his time will run out eventually. And then they've mentioned about the group of those highly dangerous creatures, the most dangerous creatures on this island, the hermits, are called the Tensen. There's, as he explained, they're hermits. Originally it was one god, but it's split into 7 individuals. They kind of look and sound the same, but they each have different personalities and different roles. So, and then Gabi Morrow, he goes out on his own, wants to do this himself, right? He goes, there's this gate, right, and runs to that creature that killed, I forgot guy's name again, from the last episode, and he's like, I don't have this, I just killed one of those guys, earlier, right, so just please move aside, and then, this whole fight just was absolutely crazy. First, he broke the guy's arm, readjusts it, and he even kicks the guy's his head all the way around 360 and just goes and just resets it back again. Gabi Morrow goes all out on this guy. He's doing everything he can to stop this thing, right? Like, he's kicking, he's punching, he uses his flame attacks, right? He's trying to use every trick he can to defeat this guy, but no matter what he's doing, the guy's regenerating, and then he goes all just full of his fist punches him, the guy to the ground, just basically, he if he tries to beat him up, so much, he won't have time to regenerate to kill the thing, right? And so then that creature just all of a sudden becomes this giant flower monster. He grabs Gabi Morrow, crushing him, right? And then we have the scene where we have another flash, or it's a dream, right? Where he's with his wife, right, and asking, "Hey, you're dreaming?" It doesn't matter if he's dreaming or if he's having a nightmare. But she's with him no matter what, right? Whether he's in her dreams or her nightmares, right? And then we have another scene where with his father-in-law, the asshole father who abused his daughter, right? Who trained him to be a cold-blooded killer. So yeah, even though when you're close to dying, if you die, you try to take that person with him, right? And he uses flame attack again. Did some pretty good damage though. But then the one girl that was with the tree, Groot, May. He was almost dead. Unfortunately, Gamora, he was almost dead until May jumped in and saved him. Created this little a circular shield, right? And they just went down the hill after that. And then, but he's still alive, and May's with him, and then we meet with the Tensen, right? The 7 individuals, and we see that one creature that he was just so battered up. Well, first of all, he used up so much regenerating, he kind of like make it look like he was so old, right? And then all 7 are drinking what appears to be the elixir of life. Then he just becomes just going back to be more younger again. I think apparently they used humans to make the elixir of life, if I heard that correctly. But yeah, we see the all 7 of these individuals, including the one guy who was his long blonde one, who threw those 2 brothers down that pit, and we see the 2 brothers get out of that pit, and it says, and what appears like drinking it is the elixir of life, right? And we're back with Gabi Morrow and May, right? Who was almost dead. Then he gets approached by that swordsman guy, which I haven't seen in quite a bit though. If you recall, the swordsman who got his arm got affected, he cut his arm off with no hesitation, as it became that little flower thing, right? So we see him come in with the other executioner who's still with him, and that is before the episode ends. I mean, but this whole thing, like everything, especially with the fight, that was the best part of this episode easily. Just Gabi Morrow, he's just going all out, full force on this thing. No matter what he was trying to do, it wasn't working. So he decided to start just beating this thing so much that it doesn't regenerate if he kills it. Because he mentions because these are not gods at all, though. They're monsters, and if they're monsters, we can kill them. Which kind of brings up a point, though. I mean, if they're not gods or hermits, though, they can be. If they're monsters, they can be killed. Everything has a weakness, right? Nothing is immortal, right? And the more on the mysteries of the villagers, how they show how they became these trees and they're like in a prayer position, right? And the sad thing about the Groot guy, who was a human, right? His family and his fact that his daughter transformed into a tree before him or his wife, right? That was kind of a sad thing. Yeah, this is more to this place. Like, you can get Morrow's is this place real? Is this really a nightmare, right? As he's being beaten to death. I mean, it is, like I said, it is Hell's Paradise. It looks really nice, looks pretty beautiful though, but thing is though, there's a lot more to it than it meets the eye though, and it's full of dangerous, weird, wild creatures, just the looks can be deceiving, right? So yeah. But episode 9, it was worth the wait of that one of the being delayed though. It was just absolutely crazy. So we juiced more of the tension of. It looks like we see the elixir of life and how these guys are, and then even they acknowledge as a group that these humans are not ordinary from the ones they faced from before, right? These humans are quite different than they fought. They killed. Some of them died though, but they put up a pretty good fight though. I mean, what we have left is we have Gabi Morrow, Sagiri, the ninja girl, and the the four-eyed executioner guy who was with them. Then we have the swordsman who we saw at the end, and his executioner guide. Then we have the 2 brothers that are still alive. and then the blind master and the girl that his student gave his life for, and that's pretty much about it, you know. So, and but the way it's going, because if we're gonna get 12 episodes, you know, we're in episode 9 now, though. I don't think it's gonna be a whole lot more that's gonna be going on. I think it has to be. I'm just judging right now because the way things are going. We're gonna have to have a season 2 to continue on because there's still we got a handful of survivors unless they kill everyone off towards the end all of a sudden. But something has to be pretty good after these last 3 episodes though. If not, we'll have to get a second season because personally I would like to because I'm enjoying this series a lot though, and I'm enjoying the characters. I mean, Gabi Morrow and Sagiri, right? I mean, just everything Gabi Morrow is doing. Yeah, he might die though, but he still wants to go to get the elixir and go home. Get the elixir and go home to his wife, no matter what, even if it was worth dying. But yeah, but Hell's Paradise. I mean, episode 9. It was just really, another really great episode. I really highly enjoyed it. It was worth the wait, and I'm looking forward to the next episode. So, and a little more on the mysteries of the village, and then we see more of the main threat of the Tenzin. And we saw a glimpse of the elixir of life, though. Like I said, they say that they made humans out of them. We all know that. We'll have to see more, though. But still, awesome episode regardless. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned and for more for Anime Month. And see you next time. Later.